Hi folks, Philip Alston here, your FloridaTrustedAgent.com. And at this time I want to talk about lump sum cash benefit cancer insurance. And a lot of people hear that and go, why do I need cancer insurance? I've got health insurance, I have Medicare. Doesn't that cover me if I get cancer? And the answer is, for the treatment of the cancer, yes. But here's the problem. Let's say you're 65 years old and you've gone on to Medicare, but you're still working, or you still depend on a certain amount of money coming in from you going to work, or some other method of you getting income that depends on you being there, even if it's under the table. If you're undergoing treatment for cancer and perhaps you can't work, you lose money, right? Is your rent or your mortgage payment going to stop coming in? What about your car payment, gasoline, money for groceries, money for utilities, for your home, your electric, your gas? If you have children or grandchildren that you're responsible for, or pets, you've got to buy food for them. Or if you have to travel for cancer treatment, let's say the closest cancer treatment center for your particular case is across the state, or maybe across the nation somewhere. You're going to have airline tickets, hotel for someone who's coming with you, perhaps, to stay, and then you've got to buy food. So these are the things that they call they're the unexpected costs that come with a cancer diagnosis. So yes, if you have health insurance, you're going to be treated for your cancer. But this is the unexpected costs, and that's where a lot of families wind up in big trouble with high medical debt and possibly even into bankruptcy for these things that they don't have money put aside for. So this is where a lump sum cash benefit cancer insurance policy comes in. What it is it works kind of like a life insurance policy, in that a life insurance policy pays upon death. Well, a cancer insurance policy pays upon first diagnosis of cancer. And that money isn't paid to doctors or hospitals or any kind of treatment or therapies or anything like that. It's a check that comes directly to you. So whatever amount of insurance you buy on this lump sum cash benefit cancer insurance, you get a check upon providing information that you have that diagnosis of cancer. You get a check from the insurance company for that amount. So if you buy $10,000 of insurance, $20,000, $50,000, or $100,000 of lump sum cash benefit cancer insurance, you get a check directly to you. What you then do with that money is up to you. If you need it for your day-to-day, month-to-month living expenses, like I mentioned, that's what you can use it for. If you have additional medical costs that are not covered by your existing health insurance, for instance, sometimes there may be new medications that you have to take, oral medications that are expensive, and the out-of-pocket copays are really expensive. Even though if you're on Medicare, you have a max out-of-pocket, you still have to hit that max out-of-pocket. So where's that money coming from? The other thing is, if you're on a Medicare Advantage plan, most Medicare Advantage plans have a 20% out-of-pocket cost up to your maximum out-of-pocket limit for that year for treatment for cancer, whether it be chemotherapy or radiological treatment. And so it's easy in that case to hit your maximum out-of-pocket on your Medicare Advantage plan. And in fact, let's just use an arbitrary number, because depending on where you live and depending on what plan you buy, the maximum out-of-pockets on your Medicare Advantage plan can vary greatly. But just for argument's sake, let's say it was $5,000 maximum out-of-pocket. Well, treatment for cancer, so chemotherapy specifically, often runs 6 months. So if this happens at the end of 1 year, and let's say it's the last 3 months, September, October, November, or October, November, December, well, you're still going to be treated going into the next year in January, February, and March. So now you've hit your maximum out of pocket this year, let's say, and you're probably going to hit your maximum out of pocket in the first few months of the next year. If you don't have that money put aside or access to that money to cover your out of pocket, where's that coming from? This again is where a lump sum cash benefit cancer insurance policy can be quite helpful. And the truth is, those policies are really not that expensive, depending on how much coverage you want, but they're very affordable. I highly recommend you look into that. My name is Philip Alston, your FloridaTrustedAgent.com. My number is 954-902-7899. I have a brochure about it I can send to you. It's strictly educational. It's not from an insurance company. It goes over what I talked about. But I'm more than happy to review that with you. Give me a call. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.